part of the world. So anyway, I just wanted to share a message here. I feel it's an important one, and it's one that I haven't really heard before quite in this way, and I guess it's kind of my thing to share it. Um, because there are many messages being shared now about different aspects of what's going on in the world. There's a big buzz going on here in this world right now. So anyway, what I'd like to share is what I've seen. Basically, I'm here in Mexico down in the southern tip area, and what I notice is a lot of people are masking up and getting COVID tests and probably getting vaccines if they have them here. I met some people that were flying to America, or they did already and got their shot, and so then they're back here. And, and these were Westerners. Okay. So anyway, there's a lot of people. I mean, most of the people they're wearing masks, especially indoors. Um, and outdoors, there's lots of people wearing them outdoors also. And I've seen this in many places in America. Um, Certain places, maybe not so much. But basically, in essence, the masses are really complying and believing in what's going on right now. Okay? So the people I've noticed are maybe a little bit more aware, and they know that there's some deeper motive for all of this stuff going on here. Basically, to create a new world order and the resetting everything to basically destroy what has been erected and then start fresh, build back better. It's the new motto. Build back better. In other words, knock everything down and then build it back, but in a better way, but in another way. So anyway, this is going on. This is very strong. And after the research I've done, it looks like they've been working on this a very long time. Yeah. So what do we do? So some people are initiating this. They're initiating it. There's a big plan. Many people are behind this. Many people they're working in a organized fashion to get this thing done. And so many fronts this is being activated on. So there's people doing it. They're involved in this. They're the leaders and the politicians and also those who are behind them. They're engaged in this. People getting paid off. The mainstream media, they're just working together, and that's why it's very hard to break what's going on because so many people are behind it, and only a few, considerably, are fighting this, and so there's hope that these persons that are involved in the fight can win by making people aware and all that stuff. Anyway, it'll be a fight for sure, and I don't know if it could be stopped, especially the masses and the amount of people behind this and the technology and everything is in their hands. So, what's an alternative? This is what I wanted to talk about here. Alternatives. See? And practical. And this one actually would not really disturb anybody. It'll only just help everybody. And so the alternative is to transcend this new world order that's coming. Transcend it. Even though you're in it, you can still transcend it. Even though you're a part of it, maybe an unwilling part of it, you can transcend it. The only ones who wouldn't be able to transcend it until their consciousness is awakened are the ones complying with it and they're good with it. So what to do? Um, so anyway, what's the alternative? The alternative is basically what I'm involved in. Okay, what many of us here are involved in our little group, our Bhakti Yoga community here, and that's chanting. See? Chanting these mantras, these names. Some people in India, well, most people that are doing this chanting process say this is God's name. Okay? But you don't even have to know that. Yeah. This chant automatically activates our spiritual consciousness. You don't have to artificially impose anything on it. If you want your spiritual consciousness to activate, then just by being in association with those who are already activated, it's that simple. And then you'll start to have spiritual experiences at this spiritual level of awareness, that awareness waking up. And it's very wonderful, personal experience, testimony, as well as my other friends and students learning this process. Uh, it's wonderful. It's amazing. It takes all one's fears away, which you could not help not be in fear by seeing what's going on today. And it's very hard, unless you're really complying and you're completely oblivious to what's really coming down and you trust all these authorities, and the governments and politicians and mainstream media. You can be like an ostrich with its head in the sand and the body is exposed and being mowed down by danger. Okay? So a lot of people are like that. Most are like this. Okay? Most are like this. But this chanting is really wonderful because all you have to do is it's the sound vibration of those who have activated their spiritual consciousness, you know, hearing that sound vibration from them, and then it activates your spiritual consciousness and you start developing this spiritual awareness, even here in this world. And we're all built for it. We all have that potentiality. We're all on one high level, deep level, spiritual level. We're all brothers and sisters on that level. It's only down here in this consciousness, the world. See, and you know this stuff. I'm woke. You're unwoke. You're a white supremacist. You're a Black Lives Matter. You're not. You know, I hate you. All this level is going on here, and that's being activated. Okay? But if you activate spiritual consciousness, what happens is you realize I got a spiritual consciousness. Spiritual, you could say, even a form. It's actually there's substance to it. You can perceive that. Matter of fact, if anybody comes and is interested in checking out this alternative to transcending fear and all this great reset, this new world order thing, all the suffering that's happening, you know, you can come see people that are not fearful anymore, okay? Because their spiritual body, you can say it like a body, it's substantial. You can, if it's activated, you can begin to perceive it actually with spiritual awakened senses. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're all about here in this group, this Bhakti Yoga community. And I just want to open it up to anybody if you're distressed enough to make a change, or to be open to looking at some alternative, or you're intelligent enough, or you're like even at the point of desperation, nothing to lose. We don't charge anything. There's no charge for this. It's free. It's like Jesus said to his disciples, you receive freely, give freely. See, give. And this is this kind of thing. Jesus Christ, if you take the religion out of it and all that control stuff out of that, you see, just taught how to activate spiritual consciousness. He activated his friends and disciples, and then they in turn activated other people. That's called a lineage, a real one, a real lineage. Not the kind of lineages we have now, where that potency is not there. No spiritual activation. Most is like that. Vaishnavism it is, they're just into something else, activating something else, but not your spiritual body. Yeah. So anyway, this chanting we do, I don't want to make this too long of a video. This chanting we do is very wonderful, and it's free. We do it every day. You can come, and not only that, not only is this chanting awaken your spiritual happiness. You can say spiritual consciousness, spiritual happiness, spiritual feelings, which are really wonderful, very pure, very purifying. But you get knowledge too. Knowledge in this lineage is fantastic, man. Knowledge of ever ask questions like, well, who am I? Why am I here? Why am I suffering? What is this world about? Why are so many people suffering? Why are people in different positions in this world? All these questions are answered with this kind of knowledge. Very deep. Essential knowledge. Stuff they don't teach in schools, not in colleges. Not even in churches, because churches are religion. Okay? Even in Vaishnavism, they don't teach this. They don't even understand. It's just more, uh, follow rules, regulations, and mandates, and control. Stuff. Control the body, control your mind. Here, the spirit is in control. We activate people's spiritual consciousness, and then the spirit takes control, which is wonderful. It's a very easy way to live. It's a path of ease. So it's time for this now to teach these things. Okay, so anyway, every day, I'll just say every day we do this Facebook Live. Welcome to come, anybody, and make friends with the persons in our group who have been around a long time. Some have been around about 4 or 5 years, some 20 years. Make friends with these persons and learn about something very wonderful, very subtle, but very profound. Okay, thank you very much. Have an awesome day. Thank you, Padma Garba, for coming. I'm a bit tired, so I gotta close it down anyway. It's late at night.